Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, whether it's an old one or a new one. Here are readings for more or less December. These energies are coming in with the Sun in Sagittarius, and it's already there. So whenever you watch it, it's probably a good time for you to watch it. This time I'm using 3 decks. The Silver Witchcraft Tarot deck for general reading, Mariel Tarot, only major arcanas for the general energy for each sign, and Witches Tarot as a modifier. I will only choose 1 card for each decan of the sign, which is a novelty. So that's it, and now onto your reading. Enjoy. Hello Aquarius, here's a reading for you for December 2017, more or less. First I want to draw 1 card from Mariel Tarot deck, Major Arcanas, so please guide me for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. It's this one. You have the Emperor. Gorgeous card. He seems cunning here. Very masculine. Very royal. So the structure. Masculine force. Responsibility. Tough decisions. Okay. Let's put it here, overlooking your reading. Now, the heptapod spread. The deck is already shuffled. Just want to cut it. Please guide me for Sun, Moon and Rising Aquarius. That's it. At the bottom of the deck, the energy of background is Ace of Swords. Truth. New idea. Powerful truth. Also, cutting the darkness from the lightness. The dark from the light. Night from the day. The dawn. And I also have a novelty. 3 cards for 3 decans. Each sign of zodiac is divided into 3 parts, which are called decans, which consist of 10 days each. So if you were born in January, you are the first decan of Aquarius, beginning with 21st, more or less the 21st of January, ending on the 31st of January. Then February you have the second decan, beginning about the 1st of February and ending about the 10th. And the last decan, the 3rd decan, is between the 10th and the 20th. Again, more or less depending on the year. So 3 cards for 3 decans. Please guide me for Aquarius Sun. This is only for Aquarius Sun. You have Knight of Pentacles for the first decan, the Sun for the second decan, and the Page of Swords for the 3rd one. Okay? And this will modify your reading a little bit. Right at the center, representing you, we have King of Chalices. So again, the man as the Emperor, King, knowing his emotions very well, understanding them, sometimes a little shy about them. But it's someone who really mastered his emotions, and he knows that although they are fluid, they create great base and great support. They are life itself. So King of Chalices may be Master of Life. What's above you as the main outside force coming from above you? You have Knight of Pentacles, so steady progress. This is action card, of course, connected with earth, earthy energy. It may be earth sign for some of you. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But it can also mean that this is what you need, this attitude of Knight of Pentacles, who is very slow and very effective. Steady progress, good plan, careful planning, checking, is everything going according to the plan? That's the main influence. What's coming to the past, what's going to the past, is King of Pentacles. So again, earthy energy of someone who's very focused on material side of life, also very responsible for his kingdom. This is also someone very resourceful, so this may indicate you had a prosperous period in your life that is now coming to the past, going to the past. I don't know. Why am I saying coming to the past? That's strange, isn't it? Okay. So King of Pentacles, the ruler of the kingdom, the architect. You still may tap to this energy if you want, I feel. But you may not feel so well established in material realm as you did before. I feel this energy of Knight of Pentacles more here. Or perhaps you just switched your focus from what's material to what's emotional. What's the challenge? King of Wands. You have kings and kings and kings. So this is a very masculine centered reading. Like you are all about acting and being very proactive, not receiving but proactive, taking action. King of Wands is the creative one, the one with ideas, the one that puts everything he thinks of into life, the one that is the master of fire, so he doesn't burn himself and he doesn't burn anyone in the process. This is also a very entrepreneurial card, so creating your own business or caring about your own business may be a challenge now, a difficulty for some reason, perhaps because you have so much to focus on. When I think about you, Aquarius, if you are more on the feminine side of life, this is overwhelmingly masculine so far. I would even say imbalanced. The king, the king, the king. What's going on here? The Emperor, the Ace of Swords. There's this decisiveness here. Focus on emotions, but these are emotions treated in a masculine way. very responsible. Let's look, what's the answer to this challenge of King of Wands? Queen of Swords, I thought so. I thought this is gonna be a queen, and Queen of Swords is you, definitely. These are swords, so we have the mind. Ace of Swords with Queen of Swords. There's a weapon in her hand. So there's definitely a need to balance it out with more receptive energy of the Queen. She's a very good judge. She's very observant too. So maybe you need to look from above at all what you're doing here, because you're trying to do something here, definitely. Also, some of you have the Sun, right? The second decan has the Sun, which is also a very masculine force. Again, masculine. You need to see it in its complexity and make some conclusions, I feel. Decisiveness is also the feature of Queen of Swords. And she always speaks the truth, so perhaps you need to be very honest with yourself, to be very truthful about your feelings, about your difficulties. It's also a communicator. So perhaps you need to communicate. Yeah, for some of you this means you should communicate this difficulty about being so much responsible, so much on the masculine side. You may feel tired about this, I feel. I know it's pleasant for some of you. I think it is pleasant to be that responsible and that effective, I feel. King, these are kings, the masters of the suit. But you cannot maintain this masculine role over and over again. You also need rest. You also need to be feminine. Let's look. What's your strength? 8 of Wands. So it's like the good side of this situation is that it's already happening. I mean, the machine is already working, and it's working very well. Everything is in the process. You don't need to begin anything here. You don't need to really maintain. You don't need to mend, because it seems everything is working fine. So you don't need to put much attention into things that are already in the air. Right? This is already in the air. And this is swift, and this is working very well. So that's one thing off your head, off your responsibility. And that's good. What to focus on then? The Page of Wands. So being optimistic, being even enthusiastic, and being open to the world, being ready to discover the world. But not so responsible as the King. You may have the possibility to learn something new, so enjoy it. I feel with these 3 kings, this is a rejuvenation card. Like you need to get lower in a way. Not be so adult, so responsible, so royal. It's like you sometimes need to stand up from your throne and go and discover the world. It even may mean you need more movement, just like that, in your very physical life. Run, make sports, go for a walk. You rule, and you rule very well, but you also need to just be human, is what I see here. Spend some time, you know, being like a child, discovering, not responsible for anything. Okay? Focus on this. And what's the vista, the advice or the result? Six of Pentacles. So what I feel here, Aquarius, is that all is going well. You may sit on your throne very high, enjoy what you have. You need to focus attention on being more light, I feel, not so very serious as here. Bring some light and fire into your life. But what you need to know, and this is very reassuring, is that there's plenty for everyone. And if you worry about these responsibilities of yours, know that everything is going to be fine. Everything is fine on a material level, and everything is going to be fine. It's all gonna be balanced. Of course, there is always a possibility that it's upside down, that it's reverse, meaning that we have no balance here. So perhaps for some of you, this may be a call. Make things more equal. For example, if you live with your partner and your partner doesn't pay for the house, doesn't put enough money into the shared pool, you need to address it. You need to say it. You need to be very honest about it. As I said, communicate. Communicate. I want to be more like receiving, or I want to be more like giving, because it can work both ways. If there is imbalance, try to recapture it, regain balance in the material world. Because, you know, being a king is very nice, but you cannot be a king all the time, is what I see here. Give yourself time to rest, give yourself time to enjoy life in all its forms, even the most stupid ones. That's what I feel. Laugh and dance, not only rule. Okay, Aquarius? That's the message for you. Thank you for your time. May the universe bless you, and see you next month.